Yo, welcome back guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the three main lessons that I learned in prison. Now for those of you who don't know, my name is Imthiaz. I'm a former prisoner turned personal development coach, and here we are. Welcome to the channel. If you aren't following, make sure you sub to the channel, make sure you like the video and share it with anyone you think could be helped by this message today. Now in 2018, for those of you who don't know, I was caught as a part of a sting operation, and later on I was sentenced to 7 years in prison for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. Now this isn't me bragging, it was just the life I was living at the time. And in the UK, when you have a sentence for drugs, as it was back then, you did half in custody, so in prison, 3.5 years I did in custody, and 3.5 years you do in the community, where you finish it on license and you have restrictions on you, all that sort of stuff. But that's behind me now. But I want to talk to you today about the three key lessons that I learned in prison that allowed me to change my life for the better. And this can be applied to anybody who is in a bit of a rut. Because that's where I was at. I was in a bit of a rut. I was stuck, okay? I was stuck with old habits and the same results. So we'll get straight into it. Now, just to give you a bit of clarity and give you a bit of an idea of what these three realizations have allowed me to do over the last 4 years. I'm going to give you a bit of a run through, okay? So first of all, I got out of prison and I worked for 1 year roughly on the gym floor, PTing, building up my portfolio, because the plan was to always go online, and then transitioned into the online space, selling fitness coaching online, getting people in shape, and I did pretty well. In the first 12 months, I did 6 figures, which, listen, nobody was more fucking shocked than me, okay? And then as I started to develop and understand and build my acumen, I thought, you know, I can offer more to the market. And of course, I wanted to make more money from it. I was incentivized by that, of course, but ultimately I've got to deliver value, and that's where we are today. The key 3 realizations that I had were, the first one was difficult to come to terms with, because before I went to prison, I was somebody who was around a lot of people. I used to look after a lot of people, and people would flock to me, you know, for one thing or another, whether it was for financial gain or if I believed them to be friends at the time. And the first realization that I had was, nobody is coming to save you. Okay, now I can think of this one friend in particular. This one friend in particular came on hard times before I went to prison, and he lost his job, and I let him sleep in my house and gave him money and looked after him and so on and so forth. And I wasn't expecting anything back in the moment. It was just surprising that how this person, as soon as I got locked up, essentially forgot about me. And I was hurt more as a friend, you know. I was hurt thinking, fucking hell, man, this guy can't even write me a letter. And writing a letter isn't literally writing down anything. You can go on your phone, go onto an app, type in what you want to type in. It's sent to the prison. The prison obviously reads it, makes sure there's nothing illegal on there, and they give you the piece of paper. And it's as simple as that. I didn't get one single letter off him. I probably got letters for the first 2 or 3 weeks where it was fresh, and after that, the letters stopped coming. People forget, and people also stop answering the phone. Okay, I'm not the sort of person to ask more than once for a favor, but people stop answering the phone because they think Imti's ringing for something. I just want to talk, bro. I'm bored, I'm fucking in a cell. Are you with me? So I realized that it's only me who can do anything here. It's only me. It's only me who's going to have my back. And like I said, it was a difficult pill to swallow, but at the same time, it was a realization that woke me the fuck up. It was a realization where I thought, yo, I've got the power in my fucking hands. I'm in charge, okay? I'm in control of my own destiny. And that level of accountability and that level of control I had over my life became so apparent to me. It was like, I can make anything out of myself in this place. And I got asked about this the other week. It was, they put you in a box. And I firmly believe this, and I really believe this now. Nobody can ever control my mind. Nobody can ever take my mind from me. You might be able to take my body and imprison my body. You will never imprison my mind, because I can control my mind. I can allow my mind to see things and imagine things that may not be right in front of me, might not be 6 inches in front of me, but I can still think and fathom things in the future. And that is how you stay optimistic, that's how you stay driven, that's how you stay excited for life. So that's that for me was, something that I only discovered because I realized I was alone. I stopped seeing other people's avenues where they could do things for me, and so on and so forth. So for me, it was like, this is you. What can you do? How powerful are you in this situation? So that was lesson number one. Lesson number two is to master your time and attention. In prison, your time is controlled. You're told when you can eat, you're told when to go to sleep, when to go behind your door, when you to go to work, when you can go off the wing, okay? When you can go on a visit, everything's controlled, okay? But even within those constraints, I started to value my time so much more. I stopped wasting minutes, okay? There's no such thing as a sleep-in, because I knew I had X amount of time in the day, and this time in prison I am not going to get again, where I've got no external stimuli which are going to distract me from what I need to do. If I was really going to change my life and I was really going to become somebody in the world, then I need to make sure that I nail this period of time. And that's what I did. So I was very, very aware and stingy with my time and who and what I gave my time to. And that was dedicated to three things essentially: training, praying, and education. That is it. Because those are the things that are going to keep me sharp and allow me to do what I wanted to do. And that goes hand in hand with the attention part. I only gave my attention to the things that were going to move me forward. Now, ask yourself this question. What takes your time and attention throughout the day that doesn't correlate with the life that you want to live? Go on your phone right now and look at your screen time. You will be fucking disgusted. That distraction is stealing your future. That time spent on those distractions, that's only your fucking phone, is stealing your future. Show me where a man spends his time, show me where he spends his money, show me where he spends his attention, and I will show you his future. Nobody ever created the life that they wanted, a life of success, whatever success looks like for you, by not being in control of their time and attention. Now, quickly before I give you lesson number 3, I've got something that's going to help you guys out. It's the EDGE scorecard, and I'm going to leave it in the description. It's a 5-question scorecard which is going to allow you to realize where you are leaking energy. And it's going to allow you to come up with an action plan on what you need to do to allow you to get to where you want to be. Whether it is a better body, more money, better family time, whatever it is, it's free, it's below, so check it out. So, point number 3, resourcefulness beats resources. And I read that in a Tony Robbins book. And for me, it's mad because in prison, the motherfuckers in there are so fucking resourceful. They can literally create fire out of thin air. I can give you a few examples, like cooking curries. People used to use their kettles, so you know the kettles with the metal bottom, the electric ones, cook a curry in there, okay? Or if you don't have a lighter to spark something, I've actually seen a guy kill himself by doing this because he was high and he caught onto the 2 wires which are inside a plug socket and he fried himself. But anyway, even with that though, 2 wires inside the socket, make sure it's fucking off, by the way. Actually, disclaimer, don't be doing this shit, I'm just letting you know. Plastic spoon, a bit of shower gel and a spoon, and it'll give off sparks. With a wick that you create with toilet paper, you can catch a spark and you've got a flame, okay? So prisoners were resourceful as fuck, okay? In fact, you think about how phones and contraband got into the jail is through prisoners sweetening up prison guards, because most of their resources, the drugs, the phones, etc., come in through the prison guards. So even then, that's being resourceful. Work with what you got, okay? Not everybody is born into a situation where you are comfortable, where you have got the best resources, you have got the best start, but think about what you can do. Do not wait for perfect conditions. It's like, I was speaking to Cube about this, my videographer and friend, that people mask their lack of substance with style. Like we are literally right now, we're in a hotel, restaurant, bar. We're in Geneva at the moment. I've got a camera, I've got a mic, cool. If we didn't have a camera, I'd use my iPhone to record this. It's about resourcefulness, not resources. When you are demonstrating that you are resourceful, the resources will come, okay? So start to make a move, take imperfect action all the time. Yeah, they're the key 3 lessons that I learned. Number 1, nobody is coming to save you. Number 2, time and attention, make sure you guard it with your life. And number 3, resourcefulness beats resources. So that's it for today, really. I mean, this has allowed me, like I said, to completely change my life. It's allowed me to travel the world, meet some really cool people, and not go back to prison, because I was in court not long ago for something that's going on with my son, and I bumped into a guy called Craig there, and he was there waiting for his other mate to get sent down. Now, Craig I know from prison, and I know the other guy being sent down from prison as well. So with prison, it was a revolving door. If I didn't take heed of these 3 lessons, I wouldn't be where I am today. So make sure you put these to use. Remember, you're never in a hole too deep to dig yourself out and start again, okay? As long as you remember these 3 lessons, you're gonna be in good stead. I'll catch you next time. Peace.